published 17:02 Eastern Standard Time, the 10th of January 2018, updated 2:56 Eastern Standard Time, the 11th of January 2018. Perched constantly on the edge of his seat, there were a couple of moments when Arsene Wenger forgot where he was. Rising to his feet with gasps of arghhh as he vented his displeasure at, of course, a refereeing decision and a misplaced pass by Granit Xhaka, we caught a snapshot of the Arsenal manager in his absolute element. Those cries were followed by sheepish glances behind him to see if anyone noticed. Yes, Arsene, we saw you. Arsene Wenger watched Arsenal's Carabao Cup semi-final against Chelsea from the press box. The French boss was serving the second game of his 3-match touchline suspension and came the expletives. Every time Alvaro Morata goes down it's AF ********** free kick. Wenger was heard mumbling to himself in the second half. His surroundings were different, but Wenger simply couldn't contain what comes natural to him. Dugout press box. Wenger's impulsiveness makes for enthralling entertainment. I think you were well treated in the stadiums because you have good positions, said Wenger after the match. On the pitch, two of English football's giants were slugging it out for a place in a Wembley Cup final. But scenes in the Stamford Bridge press box were just as captivating as Wenger watched the clash from the media seats, serving the second of his 3-game touchline ban. When it was suggested to the Arsenal manager at Tuesday's pre-match press briefing that the press box would be the perfect place for him to watch last night's London derby, he replied, "Why not, seated in the press box?" Wenger had quick access to the dressing room for his half-time duties. Arsenal coach and former goalkeeper Jens Lehmann once again sat next to Wenger. Maybe he listens to journalists after all. In fact, it made total sense. The press box is dead center of the pitch and right behind the dugouts. It's also a 30-second walk down to the dressing rooms, allowing Wenger to fulfill his half-time duties, which he is entitled to despite his touchline ban. Wenger complained on Tuesday that he missed 5 minutes of the Premier League match between the two clubs at Stamford Bridge last February as he travelled to and from the dressing room to the director's box as he served part of another touchline ban. Chelsea won the game 3-1, an experience Wenger is still trying to forget. It was not a pleasant experience, very awkward, recalled Wenger. Unfortunately, it seems the Arsenal boss is a hard man to please. As at Nottingham Forest on Sunday, he was flanked by coach Jens Lehmann. He seemed uncomfortable as he strode up the stairs leading to his seat, almost sheepish. There was a smile at a couple of journalists, but this was a League Cup semi-final, and Wenger had his game face on. No time for pleasantries. The press box at Chelsea is centrally aligned and is in close proximity to both team benches. 7 Arsenal won't be unhappy with this first leg goalless draw, but no club has been eliminated at the semi-final stage of the League Cup more often than the Gunners. 7 He has not been in the best of moods of late. His crusade against referees, his team's shock FA Cup loss to Nottingham Forest and their stuttering league form has made him grumpy. In the opening 10 seconds he gesticulated with a pained look before uttering a complaint to Lehmann. The first shake of the head soon followed as Eden Hazard's pass cut through the Gunners' defence, allowing Alvaro Morata to get a shot away. Wenger and Lehmann were briefly joined by Shad Forsyth in the 7th minute, the fitness coach having a quick word with Wenger before dropping off an earpiece to allow Lehmann to communicate with the bench. Wenger did manage a smile as Arsenal launched a rare attack, but he quickly reverted back to his grumpy self. Wenger had no time for pleasantries as his side looked to respond from their FA Cup exit. Flung his right arm in the air in fury when Chelsea were awarded a free kick after Xhaka's challenge on Hazard. Both arms were flailing soon after when referee Martin Atkinson awarded Chelsea another free kick following another dubious foul on Hazard. Last week Wenger branded the Belgian a diver. It's safe to say he hasn't changed his mind. He didn't flinch, however, when Alexandre Lacazette fired an excellent chance at the bar. No doubt he reserved his opinion on his strikers finishing for half-time. Some Chelsea fans near the press box tried, and failed, to get a reaction out of the visitor stick from fans. It's just like sitting in the Emirates dugout, isn't it, Arsene?